You can watch us too. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, our SuperTalk Mississippi news team, they are always covering your Mississippi stories, the good, bad, and the ugly. We're going to focus on the good today. They want you to stay updated on it all, so you can sign up for their free weekly newsletter over at supertalk.fm/newsletter. Jill's joining us today to give us some of those good headlines. Welcome back, Jill.
Hi, nice to see you again.
You know what? Before we dive into that, we were arguing over when it comes to chili or taco soup or things in a bowl, is it chips or is it saltines, cornbread, or Scoops chips? What are you picking to eat with it? Or grilled cheese came in.
Oh, I actually have never tried grilled cheese with soup, but I will say I'm probably a Scoops person. I've also never tried cornbread, so I can't really hate it.
Oh,
I know.
We have to remedy this. Okay.
I know. I'm living under a rock these days.
No, that's okay. No. I will take your Scoops answer, though, because that is my preferred choice with the taco soups and the chilies of the world. But at some point, we're going to find out when you're back here, and we're going to get you a nice little pan of cornbread to give a try. You can't not try that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's get to the good headlines because there's plenty of them. You guys know I love the lifestyle button over there at supertalk.fm. It's been a big weekend, even though some tough headlines, there were some really good ones going on, too. So what you got for us, Jill?
Yeah, so Cruising the Coast has ended, and let me tell you, it was the 29th annual Cruising the Coast, and it broke an all-time record. Congratulations, Cruising the Coast people. But, it had a total of 10,334 vehicles, which really
it's
just...
hard to wrap your brain around that many vehicles.
Yeah, and just thinking about the fact that takes so much effort to take care of those vehicles as well. I'm not a car person at all, but my dad is, and so every time I see a fancy schmancy car, he goes into the details of oh yeah, they have to do this and they have to do that. And I'm like, Dad.
The cool part is I saw some drone footage and then people's just personal footage of cruising and how it looked like one big giant parking lot, which I know that's not entirely how it works, but people just having their unique cars parked and the hoods up and standing around. I think even if you're not a car person, I would classify myself as that too, Jill, you would appreciate just the unique, the coolness of it. You don't even have to know the make, the model, or understanding it to walk by and appreciate the art that it is.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, I think it would be a lot of fun. The Cruising the Coast is definitely on my bucket list of things to do. But crowds, y'all, it's a big crowd, so I'd have to get down there early and then leave late. I'd have to commit the whole week to it, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, I've seen some pictures and some videos of Cruising the Coast, and there's only one thing going through my mind. I'm like, why can't we go back to fun colored cars? Why is every color it's
that's
blue?
True.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was telling myself I would kill for a daisy yellow a daisy yellow Bronco. And that's my dream car.
That's cool. Well, you say that, Jill, and then it's oh, I never see red cars. And everyone listening to Good Things Now will drive the rest of their day and see 15, red vehicles just because, you say that. But you're right. Normally when you look out and you see your traditional white, gray, black, maybe dark green, and it's we've lost that sense of wonder with vehicles. And it feels like some of those antiques, they still keep some of that character. But hey, a daisy yellow Bronco, that is. I would love an old style Bronco as well. My husband and I've always talked about getting one. It's just kind of one to drive around, a refurbished one. Yes, the OJ one, but not necessarily that specific color. I never thought about daisy yellow. I'd have to think about what color I want.
No, yeah, I told my parents that, and they were like, "You're just wanting your car to be stolen if that's the case."
Well, then you'd find it though.
Exactly.
You would know exactly
I'm so glad you clicked on that.
Okay, so speaking of crowds, though, you had Cruising the Coast, and then you had good crowds too at the Mississippi State Fair, but it's winding down today. So what's happening there?
Yeah, it's the final day for the State Fair, and there's so much stuff that's been going on just today as it is, but obviously during the duration of the fair. But yeah, an all-American themed parade was going on at 9:30 before the fair gates actually opened. And then later tonight, Lee Greenwood will be performing at 8 p.m. And his concert is included in general admission, so you actually don't have to pay for that, which is always really great. And then after that, there's a fireworks display just to conclude it, and it's so bittersweet. It was my first time at the fair, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so what'd you eat?
Oh my gosh. So we had fried Oreos, obviously. I had, oh my gosh, Caleb Sailors and JT Mitchell made it such a big deal that I had to have Augusta's biscuits.
Yes.
And they were amazing. I feel like,
Did you get it with the honey, the butter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I tried it with them for the first time, and I felt like from my peripherals, I saw JT looking at me, and he saw my eyes widen because my mouth was like, "Oh my God, what is this?"
How well, you enjoyed that? Biscuits are coming. Cornbread is going to rock your world, also. So I'm getting very excited about that. Did you get to ride anything?
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's actually a funny story because we were actually not gonna. We were there for a food trip completely because we were like, that's just enough of the budget. 2 college kids, a teacher, and a journalist, and all of that. That's much of the budget. Mm-hmm. But we were in bumper cars because that's such an old classic, and that was really fun. And one of the people that was with us didn't know how to drive, so she was over here kind of learning how to do all of that, and it was so funny. We also did that little sky ride that kind of flings you around, and it's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. It was really fun. And the last thing we did was the carousel, or not the carousel, the Ferris wheel, and we actually went all the way up, and then it downpoured. Yeah. Wow. And they did that thing where once the Ferris wheel gets to a certain point, it stops to let other people in. It stopped right as we were at the top, so we were like over here feeling the rain, and we were like, oh my God, we're swimming.
That's a cool experience, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. We were nervous because we were like, what if lightning hit us? And my friends were like, don't say that.
You don't say things like that. No.
Yeah.
That's a cool experience for your first time at the fair.
That's really, for sure. Getting rained on is great, honestly.
In the right, I would say, in the right situation.
Yeah.
But you're still young. Okay, let's moving on, though, to the fact that Halloween's right around the corner. Mm-hmm. And going back to the Mississippi Gulf Coast and the Traintastic, I think it's the museum down there. They've got a really cool thing for families to come out and see. What do they have going on? Yeah,
they have a Halloween-themed Lego event. It's called Brick or Treat, and it just sounds, honestly, like it's really cool. Listen, I wasn't the biggest Lego fan, but I loved Legos for sure. My brothers were. I remember getting onto them a lot of the time because they leave them on the floor, and obviously it hurts, but it's kind of just one of those things that I feel like every person has to go through once in a while.
I think every person has gone through.
Yeah,
at some
exactly.
Point.
Yeah, so they have like trick or treat stations. They have a costume contest. So if you and your kids want to come out in costumes, I feel like as an adult you should come out in costumes as well. I mean, what's stopping you? And there's also an interactive Lego display. I love that so much. So yeah, and tickets, the way that tickets work, you can obviously order them online, but they did say that they much rather prefer that you get regular admission in person. So that's $20 for Traintastic members and $25 for non-members.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, it's so interesting to me what people can create out of Legos. I mean, it's one thing to get the kits, and those are impressive in and of themselves, but it's another thing when you see people like freehand Legos that really can like know and pick and build and do, and I mean it's really impressive.
It's actually crazy the amount of people or the amount of money people actually spend on Legos. Yeah, like my boyfriend, we went to New Orleans and we stopped by a Lego store because that's his Sephora, and I can't blame him. And he was like, should I buy this? And I was like, sure, it's your money, go ahead, why are you asking me? He comes out, he's 23 years old, a $300 Lego set, and I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, this is going to be so exciting. And he looked like a little kid. And I was like, oh, I can't even hate you for that.
Yeah, but girl, you come out of Sephora with a little 9x12 bag and spend $300.
That's true.
So.
That is actually true. That is true. I can't even
That was
say
a really good kind of comparison to y'all's enjoyments there. And if you enjoy a clean city, they've got a good opportunity, at least here for the Central Mississippi, for a cleanup day. What's going on in Jackson?
Yeah, so Jackson has announced its citywide cleanup day. It's happening on October 18th, so the same day as Gulfport's Traintastic event. It's happening at 8:30 to 1:30 p.m. It's kind of part of its Keep Jackson Beautiful campaign, which is obviously, I feel like a lot of people really downplay Jackson, and I feel like people need to focus on the fact that it's it's actually really beautiful, and there's so many things happening. So I feel like this initiative kind of pushes people to be more involved into helping other people see how beautiful Jackson is, and that's really important.
Is there a way on the article for people to sign up if they want to go out and help and clean up and do all the things?
Sure thing.
Pretty cool, Jill. Okay, next time, Rhino, cornbread. We need cornbread for Jill. We've got to remedy that. We have got to take care of that. But Jill, I appreciate your time coming, and people can always get the latest Mississippi news over at SuperTalk.fm. Stick with us, though. We've got more for you.